right. Welcome, everybody. Yes, that's right. My voice is gone, but I am not. But I am back after a couple days gone out of here because, look, lost my voice, man, a few days ago. Didn't feel right coming in here and not being able to talk to you. But at the same time, I understand that we've got a duty and an obligation to come in here and get you some information, some inspiration, motivation so that you can go out and attack the day. So, welcome to episode number 564, as best as I can get it out there for you today. And we were talking about this New Year's Eve. Guess what? Intentionality. That's what it's been about. That's what we've been talking about all these last few days, these past couple of weeks. We just shot a podcast that's going to air next week, speaking about just that as well, and so much more that we're going to be talking on this as we go along. But look, check out the quote: "Intentional days create a life on purpose." By Adrian Enns. Intentional days create a life on purpose. And I'd like to take it even further and say, intentional days create a life of purpose. Intentional days create a life of purpose, right? What do I mean by that? Well, check this out. This is what I'm talking about. When you're intentional about your days, when you're intentional about what you're doing, you actually act with purpose. You get more done, you accomplish more things, and you feel so much better because you know that you've made progress. It's when we don't operate with intention that we feel we didn't get it accomplished. We know we're behind. You're always going to feel behind, but now you know you're behind because you weren't intentional. You don't get the sale. You don't get the appointments. You aren't making progress in your business because you're not being intentional. So, intentional days create a life on purpose or of purpose, right? And so, for 2026, I've mentioned this already before, but 2026 here at MH Sales Mastery is the year of intentionality. This is the year that we are going to do everything with intention. Not that we weren't before, but what I'm talking about is for you. In other words, everything that we provide, everything that we give, all of the information, every one of our programs, every one of our events is going to be on making you stronger, tougher, more persistent, more resilient, having that mental edge, that mental fortitude to be able to push through, fight through, and keep moving forward so that you can do what needs to be done. Right. So, check this out. What are some of the things that you're lacking intentionality in? Is it in the way you speak? Is it in the questions that you're asking? Is it in just overall asking for the business? Or maybe you're not even in sales. Maybe it's that you're lacking intentionality in making things happen within your own life. Like maybe you just aren't dealing with loved ones in the way that you should be, as far as intentionally and making sure that they understand what are the priorities, what are not, what are we trying to get accomplished as a family, or what are we trying to avoid as a family so that you can move forward. That is what intentionality is. And what intentionality brings is a life or a business with results. Because at the end of the day, as I always say, the only thing that matters is results. The only thing that matters is results. In your relationships, just results. In your business, results are all that matters. In your overall life, it's just results. You don't get anything done if you don't get results. I'm sure we can all agree on that, right? So, what can you do this coming year to make or be more intentional? And I'd love to hear from you guys. What are you thinking? What do you feel that, hey, this is the one or two things that I need to be more intentional about in 2026? You guys drop them in the comments, put it in there, because everybody, we all learn from each other. We all can lift each other up and we can all move forward, right? Now, I'll tell you this. Even in reviewing our training programs, even in reviewing what we've done up until now, I know that we've done a great job in bringing information to the market, to the industry that will help anybody truly move forward in their career in manufactured home sales. But as I now dive deeper into consulting work, into results based work in providing companies the outcomes that they're after, I've come to realize that a lot of what is missing is on the sales side. You, the sales consultants, the community managers, those of you involved in the sales process, a lack of intentionality in moving people forward, a lack of intentionality in setting the right expectations, a lack of intentionality in being able to be convincing enough that somebody does not give in to the nerves or the doubts that they have and not end up doing business with you. So those are some of the things that I've come to realize that we need to bring into our programs even more. Although we have it in there, believe me, we talk about a hunter's mentality. We talk about what needs to be done so that you can operate differently. We talk all about that. However, I've come to realize that I need to be even more direct, more specific, and more intentional, if you will, on relaying the importance of intentionality with you in everything that you do, from the words that you use to the phrasing in your marketing to the systems and processes that you have in place that move people forward psychologically to make the decisions they already want to make. And I'm sorry about these glasses, man. They keep slipping. Anyway, with all that being said, how are you going to be more intentional? What do you feel you need to be more intentional with? I want you to keep that in mind as you move forward. And don't just think about it and say, these are the things I need to get better at. Now it's about putting a plan together and actually doing it, right? And that's what we are going to be doing all of 2026 and beyond from here on out, because I've realized that over the last few years, we've lost that as an industry, we've lost it as a society, we've lost it as individuals. So bringing that back, straightforward, direct, and in a respectful manner so that people can make the decision they already want to make, right? So I'm here to share something with you. I want you guys to make your plans right now. We've been bringing so much stuff to market. There's so much going on right now, but this right here is crucial. It's something that I feel everyone's going to be able to really, really grab from and take and implement. On Wednesday, January 21st, we're going to put together a free webinar at 5 p.m. Central. We're calling it the Intentional Advantage. We're going to spend the next hour, hour and a half in that webinar, possibly longer if we get some Q&A going, but this thing's going to be built out to be 60, 90 minutes of nothing but information and strategies, actionable strategies that you can use in your business, in your career, and in your life to be more intentional in 2026. Now, I'm not asking you to go anywhere right now to sign up or anything. I'm just letting you know about that. Okay. We're going to put more information on out on that starting on Friday. You'll be able to go get signed up for this free webinar where you can come in. We'll have a workbook that goes along with it. You're going to be able to, we're going to work through some exercises to get you to be more intentional, to realize what's been missing, where you're lacking, and what you can do to improve it. So make your plans now for Wednesday, January 21st, 5 p.m. to be with us for the Intentional Advantage. It's a free webinar where we are going to make 2026 your year of intentionality, the year that you make things happen for you instead of to you. That's the huge difference between living an intentional life and one that is not. So, my friends, this week, wrap up 2025. This New Year's Eve. I hope you guys have had a great year. I know that there's been ups, there's been downs, there's been some tragedies, and there have been some really fun things that have happened, some really great things. We all should be grateful for what we have. We all should be grateful for what we've experienced, good or bad. And we all should take those things and learn from them and move them forward into the coming year in a positive way. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful for the opportunity to bend your ear every so often. Maybe share something that has helped you along the way, whether it's in business or life. I want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all of that and let you know that you have been a part of what has made 2025 a fantastic year for us. Yes, we've had some things that haven't worked out. Yes, we've had a lot of changes that have happened, but we've had more great things, good things, positive things than not. And we can't lose sight of that. So thank you very much. Have a safe and happy new year. We'll be seeing you in 2026, the year of intentionality. Be ready so that you can get signed up for our free webinar, The Intentional Advantage, January 21st of this coming year, 5 p.m. You guys be safe. Take care. Get on out there and have a great new year as you bring in 2026. And as always, my friends, as always, I can't wait to meet you.